week. This is a live stream number 15. How are you doing, Bl'Art?
I am doing very well, Raw. I took my wife up apple picking for her birthday over the weekend, and then I surprised her with a tea party with the family at a tea house she's been meaning to try. So I'm feeling basically like husband of the year. Feeling pretty great about myself for those reasons. Although I also need to convey some. During the pre-show, we were trying to figure out when Braska's event's dropping in JP, and I was instructed to call Zoe a dummy dum dum for getting the times and dates wrong. So just passing that along. Speaking of which, Zoe, how was your weekend?
Pretty good, other than being called a moron by you. It's not great to hear, but it was good. I got some schoolwork done. I am actually taking over as the GM for my tabletop group for the first time. So I started drafting a campaign that I'm doing. So that was cool. And not that much otherwise. Did some good defo grinding.
I'm glad everybody else had a great weekend. I had
yours was real shit, right? Wasn't it?
Oh yeah, no.
Probably. I had probably Cope Mello mentioned it in chat. I'm gonna briefly graze over it, and then we're not gonna go back to it. All my teams started the season undefeated. Various levels of records were broken for everyone. Wake Forest football started the season 8-0. Best start in history. They've been playing football for 150 years or something. Never started 8-0. So we started 8-0, lost to our biggest, most bitter rivals, UNC, who I hate with all my entire heart, and they beat us, and so we lost. The Hurricanes, Carolina Hurricanes, started 9-0. They got beat by the Florida Panthers the same day. And then Liverpool, my favorite soccer team, started the season like 4 months undefeated, and we lost to West Ham. So I had a horrible weekend, and now I'm going to destroy the Lufenia Plus and make myself feel better. If anybody doubts that, feel free to speak up in chat, but I feel confident. We had a different event before this, though, didn't we? What happened since last time we were here, Bl'Art?
Oh, geez. Well, we were coming in from the the Kate Sith ghost fight, which...
yeah.
I mean, let's be honest, that was the Agrius mission dungeon.
It was the Agrius fight, yeah. If we're being real with ourselves. But thankfully that is now a ghost of our past, because goddamn, that sucked. But afterwards, they had a slightly less problematic fight, you could argue, in the Shulk debut event.
Oh, the helicopter.
No one knows who Shulk is, what game she's from, why she exists, what her skills do. No one knows anything about Shulk. Complete mystery character, a literal who. And so we don't need to talk about her at all. But the helicopter's pretty cool. It has like propellers and like a machine gun thing, and it like poops out little like sweeper enemies. We fought the sweepers before. They're regular enemies, except they warp the helicopter after them, which is kind of neat. It's like basically all the sweepers have like Onion Nightcall or Ash LD or whatever. So that's kind of cute. And you can paralyze them and cheese that fight too. So there's absolutely nothing to talk about with the fights, right? Right? That's what it is.
As long as you had Agrius. If you had Agrius, the last like 3 fights were cake. If you didn't, you were screwed. I did not hear a bunch of Agrius hype when she was on banners, though. So
I heard a lot of hype there. The Doom posting got people. People pulled her legit just for this fight in the Kate fight. So.
Lightning Wolf 2020 with the follow. Thank you so much, Lightning Wolf. Good to see some new faces.
All 3 of us ended up bluing Agrius like right after she came out, if I remember. She became the unofficial, pseudo-official mascot of the Lifestream.
Yeah, I mean, like, some of our benefactors, like Bard and Goose, also blue Agrius holders. Just all around a very, very popular character in our circle, it seems.
Agrius gang,
it's a sign of refinement, you know?
Shadowheart 923, longtime friend of the stream. Oh fuck! I took all of Garland's fucking skills off. Shadowheart with the sub. We appreciate it. A gift sub, actually. It went to Abe Lincoln. Oh, I get that name.
Oh, that's Lightning Wolf 2020 is Kaiden Cortez.
It's Caden.
It's
Caden Cortez. Hey, Caden Cortez.
Oh no, actually, I call him Caden sometimes.
Caden is a Caden or Kaiden? Settle an argument. It's
yeah.
We're 10 minutes into the stream, and as always, this means we got to fight about pronunciation somewhere.
This is happening earlier and earlier each week. Soon, it's just going to be in the pre-show.
Yep.
No, I'm always going to cut the VOD so that the pronunciation war is caught in there somewhere.
Caden, we saw. I also helped Nidre do this because Nidre had his name as something wild and he wanted to change
he was
it.
like
He didn't know.
OmniGamer.
OmniGamer, yeah. If you want to change your Twitch name, you can do it for free once every 60 days or something. So that's a free little bit of information for you. You're welcome.
Oh, thank you. Cross 13, solving the riddle. It is Ka Eden. Ka Eden. Thank you, Cross.
That didn't help at all. Kaiden. Kaiden. Oh, it did help. It's Kaiden.
Mr. Cortez, our beloved friend Mr. Cortez, friend of the show.
Yeah, Shulk fight was fun, I thought. You could also just, if you paralyze the main guy... Oh, I hate these Sahagins. You could paralyze the main helicopter and just leave the other ad there for the whole fight and just destroy the helicopter. Bl'Art did
just a small qualifier. It has to be confusion. It unfortunately can't just be a paralyze. So
whatever.
It's not whatever. It super lowers the number of characters who can do it. You're basically looking at Agrius for guaranteed and Porum and Mog for RNG.
Yeah, take a paralyzed character, see how it works. Then you'll know. You'll learn yourself the hard way.
I was able to do the Mog call one, but it took me like 8 retries just to get the random roll in the call.
It was just like as if Mog wasn't bad enough. It seemed people were having tough luck trying to reset to get his call to do the confusion.
I think this is the first time I've ever tried to get the Mog call to work for Confuse, and it never again.
Usually use it for the cleanses.
Yeah, no, the cleanse is great.
The lockdown.
That's what we get for pulling Mog, honestly.
Yeah.
We deserve it.
Yeah, fuck Mog, gang. We're in the fuck Mog shit. We don't like Mog. Put that in the stream title.
And
anyway, you said it was easy. Who did you use, Raw Life?
Oh, I have to qualify that as well. We understand fights are not easy if you don't have like the right characters or if you're newer. Sometimes fights can be very hard. They were easy for me because I took like an overpowered team, I think. I don't remember it. Didn't we have like a long break between that and now?
It's like 4 days, 5 days? I don't know. It didn't seem that long.
A lot happened between the two of them.
I brought Zidane, Agrius, and Ishtola. Yeah, that's why it was easy. If you brought Agrius,
double greens and Agrius, yeah, that'll do it.
I don't have Ishtola's BT at all.
Oh, was she just for the orb?
Yeah, Ishtola LD only. She did fine. Zidane BT plus green, just smoked it. Who did you bring, Zoe?
I did 2 runs. Well, okay, one of them was basically more of a proof concept run. I wanted to try Ishtola for the orb, so I paired her with Queen and Sync. And this was base BT Ishtola. This wasn't green, and I got to about 15%. And I wiped to the orb because it's actually pretty hard to manage that orb. So then I said, screw this. I pulled Agrius. I should use Agrius for one of these fights, especially since I didn't use her on the Kate Sith fight. So I used Agrius, Prompto, and who was my last? Agrius. Oh, and Cloud of Darkness. So that was a very simple Agrius run. But if you had a green Ishtola, that Queen Sync team definitely would have worked. So I'm counting it as a win for the Theory Crafters.
Theory Crafters victorious once again. Bl'Art, who did you bring? Bl'Art's gone.
Sorry, I was responding to some very kind words in the chat.
Churm! Churm! We got a Bl'Art fan. Churm, yes. Bl'Art.
Thank you, Churm12. I appreciate those words.
That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Bl'Art is a king of YouTube content creation.
I've been told I have a very nice voice, which just I
agree.
No joke. I was making a doctor's appointment, and the nurse was like, "Do you do radio? You have a radio voice." And I was like, "Thank you. I hope it's not a radio face too." But
subtle brag.
Thank you. That wasn't a subtle brag. That was me being like, "Oh wow, some rando thinks I have a nice voice. This is lovely." So I was on cloud 9 the rest of the day, which is great. It was right before that terrible nose surgery that ruined my life for about a month.
Oh yeah,
that was a while ago.
You were struggling.
Yeah, no, I was, but you know what? That compliment got me through it.
That one compliment. It's truly amazing what good emotions can do. Who did you run on the Shulk fight, Bl'Art?
I'm gonna have to maybe push back a little bit on the raw life saying this fight was easy, but I brought Vayne and other people. Who did I bring? So I brought Vayne and Agrius, and I think I used. Well, I dragged Vayne, Agrius, and Xeth through it just because Xeth lol. But the actual kind of real attempt I did was I think I replaced Xeth with, who was it? Oh yeah, Bart's and Cloud of Darkness, and it was pretty brainless. Because I mean, Vayne, of course, sucks in his own event.
Very nice.
That's the name for the team nowadays, and I'm having a lot of fun with it.
Very catchy, honestly. It's a fun team. It seems like a fun team. I don't have two of the pieces, but I do enjoy watching the runs of it. They all work well together.
It's a very synergistic, like it's like the meta teams people, the Terry Young, the
Politico type team. Yeah, I like that it has like a name that's not just the character names mashed together though.
The trick with it is, of course, it requires an absurd amount more investment relative to those characters. You just need to
three
build
burst
them.
pluses. Yeah, just that's
well, okay.
that's
No,
the
you only need the two because you bring in the Cloud Friend. You only need the two friend. Really.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you can just run the Cloud Friend forever. But
that being said, it is a blast to play. I enjoy it. Vayne, I never get tired of using his skill too. Despite you have to use it a whole lot, but I just find it really satisfying, and so I enjoy it.
Underrated. Oh, sorry. You keep going.
I tried doing the fight with a more conventional team, Zidane, Vaughn, Ishtola, Prompto. Basically, I was like, what if I didn't bring Agrius and didn't bring Vayne? How will this go? And it was suffering. And I ended up not clearing with any of those teams. I was a little bit distracted being, as I mentioned earlier, an extremely good husband, so I didn't really have a whole lot of time to devote to it. But the attempts I made were pretty, it was a struggle. So I think it's a stompable fight. It's a fight that, with the right pieces, is quite low stress, but I think that if you don't have the right pieces, it can actually be a bit difficult to get through mechanically.
Yeah, that's absolutely right.
The orb definitely snuck up on me some. That's a pretty tricky orb to manage if you only have one character in the party. Like Shell can't do that orb by herself, which is interesting. Because
I think with the exception of if you're not 1%ing it, I don't think there are many characters who can solo that orb. I was doing it with Ishtola, and her EX wasn't coming up fast enough.
I think that Greenish Tola can in the right scenario, but it's a bit of a race. Because I think that my team would have had enough damage if I had the Greenish Tola and the burst effects, going for 20 turns instead of 6 turns or however much. I don't even know what Basish Tola does, honestly. She's pretty terrible at this point in the game.
I used her without a BT at all, and she was great. Hater.
You had Agrius.
Yeah, I did want to comment on what. First off, CSAM, we raised the Chug a Beer to 8,000 channel points, which is really hard to hit. And we shortened it to only one potential per stream, and we haven't had to deal with it for 4 streams. It's been great. CSAM, shout out CSAM. He has just come in and fucked me, so now I have to chug a beer. But before that, I did want to speak to what Bl'Art said about the fight being not being easy. These fights aren't easy, especially if you're watching right now and you're having a hard time with these fights. When I or someone else may say that this fight was easy for us, look at who we brought. I brought Agrius, she's blue. I brought Zidane, green BT, and I brought Ishtola, who no BT, but she deals with the orb as well as Agrius. So if you don't have the exact pieces or a lot of the pieces that other people bring, it may really actually be very tough. And so take it with a grain of salt whenever anyone says a fight's easy, because it may have been easy for them, but depending on the pieces, lots of these pieces aren't on banners right now. So if you didn't pull them, or if you weren't even around at the time, this fight's going to be tougher. So yeah, it can be a tough, tricky fight. The orb, like Zoe said specifically, was very tough. What was the orb, Zoe? Can you describe it?
It was recovering skills, and you got plus 12 on it, or was it plus 10? I forget. It has been a little bit since the fight. Let me look it up real quick.
All right, I'm gonna chug this beer for CSAM. And Excalibur, who does fantastic content. He does some fight mechanic breakdowns. Excalibur, if you want to post any kind of link you want that will show maybe the little things that you've been doing, they're fantastic. They make it really easier to see what's happening in a fight. He says difficulty is really dependent on who you have. No confuse. Difficulty shoots through the roof.
Absolutely. But just
Absolutely.
the damage and the turn manipulation required to do no confused runs is so much higher, especially because you're getting the evasion, so your splash or your AoE hits aren't hitting the main helicopter, and then you're also going to be having to killing the odds, who are a lot of HP. It's like almost 2 million each, and then the boss is Jesus. That's a loud chug.
Suffering.
There's already 20 million or 21 million on the main helicopter, so it's a bit of a slog, honestly. Even with the evasion, like the confuse, it's a regular length Lufenia plus fight. It's not like you're cutting corners, really. You still have to chew through that 21 million HP, and then it's just even further with the odds. So definitely one of the harder fights we've had without confusion.
I've got to shout out DK Black, first time chat from a viewer. We love seeing new faces, but he said, or they said, Confuse has made the last few fights simple, if not easy. Yeah, if you had confusion, if you can confuse them, last few fights have been simple because you have that in your roster. Excuse me.
Yeah, tanking the carpet bombs is an option, and it does dispel the evasion. However, it ignores a lot of kinds of mitigation, so there's not many characters who can reliably do that. Party Last Stand is one of the obvious ways to do it, so Queen and Porum can get through it, and I think... Does it ignore Brave and HP mitigation, or just Brave mitigation?
I don't know. I used 9 in one run. Nine's call worked.
Enemy data real quick.
I don't think HP mitigation. I don't think it ignores HP mitigation. I was seeing people use the 9 one.
Okay, then the 9 one should work.
Excalibur just put a link to the Reddit post he made with his mechanic infographics. He's doing these for every fight, and they're very, very helpful to look at just one screen and see all the thresholds, what the fight does. You know, it's really great. So click that if you're having trouble with Shulk. And when we talk about the next fight, we'll get him to post his infographic for that as well.
He's also a king of YouTube. Just putting that out there. He does very tight, awesome, accessible runs and explains it very well too.
Yes. Shout out Excalibur. Was that the only other event before?
Yeah, that was it. That was it before Twins. Was there any news for Global in between that? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Because we had our stream, and like the Twins is the second cycle, so there shouldn't have been any surprises. So, hey Drez, welcome back. And yeah, I think we can go to the Twins fight, which you are working your way towards. Oh yeah, we did get some Doom posting, but we can get into that later. And we talked about that last week ad nauseum.
There's some fun Doom posts for the Twins fight now that we could get into.
Oh, I haven't even seen any of this, so by all means, enlighten me.
So, as you know, this is a multiple target fight.
Okay.
Oh, you know the one I'm talking about. So. The short version is we've seen some complaints in various places about people saying that this fight sucks because it's supposed to showcase Twins, but it's functionally a single target fight. There's some ads, but ads don't count. It's basically a single target fight for Twins, who's supposed to be an AoE monster. And so bad game design, questionable choices all around, nerfing characters as they come out, bad specs. That's kind of the general sense of the complaints.
Yeah, as soon as you said like the questionable design, is like, oh, now I remember what this is about. Twins unusable without Garland to carry them, actually.
I will just, that was it, without Garland to carry them. I will clarify, normally when we use the term questionable design, that's a bit of a dog whistle for specific content creators. I don't believe they actually criticize this fight at all, to my knowledge.
No, this is just...
Not to mimetic purposes, anyway. This is a complete rando.
This is like semantics, and like categorizations like this don't matter especially because they're just misinterpreting what the fight is about. This fight is about the odds, like pretty much entirely. The Lamia itself isn't very threatening, except like at the middle if you don't like stop its giant brave gain and shave and whatever. But basically, Penelo and Wool are mannequins, and kind of similar to the Garland and Seven raid way back in Mid Lufenia. If the mannequin gets a turn, they will kill you, because Penelo especially has her LD, which both grants 3 framed buffs on the bosses, cleanses all their debuffs, and it is an all AoE attack that can murder you. So you really, really don't want Penelo to get a turn, and that's kind of why I don't like saying that this is a quote-unquote pseudo-single target fight, which is what some people are saying, because the odds are, first off, always present, because if both of them die, the Lamia instantly revives one of them without taking an action, like it doesn't have to wait for its turn. So there's always going to be at least two enemies in this fight, and because you have to kill the odds at the end, and they're the ones with the dangerous mechanics, it feels like a proper AoE fight because it is. I don't know. It's just a super silly distinction people are trying to make to be smart about it, but they don't need to be.
There are like one thing I tried bringing Strago here and decided halfway through that I wasn't enjoying the feel of it because it does feel weird to use characters who evenly distribute their damage, because if you're bringing like some kind of crowd control type thing, Arciela or something, HP Silence is very popular in this fight for that reason. So I get where the complaints come from. They're just also kind of wrong.
It's not correct. It's not a single target fight, even though there's one main boss. You still have to, especially if you're not stunning them, killing the odds quickly is very important, because when the Lamia revives them, they're usually further back in the turn order. So it means that basically you're continuing the loop of killing the odds, they get revived further back, and then you have to kill them again before their turn comes up.
Okay, yeah, I should have listened to that a lot more, because I haven't, clearly I haven't done the fight yet. I just have to kill the ads, kill the mannequins, and then I guess that's it. That's the strat.
I mean, pretty much. I mean, you know about the warping mechanic. The basic gist is that both mannequins have one shot kill moves if either of them go and aren't HP silenced. So, like, if you can work around that, good for you. But you generally want them either dead or disabled or delayed or something, while also managing the warp side on the for the Lamia. Lamia?
Lamia.
I thought it was like Lamina Queen for like the special one or something. I don't know.
Snake Lady.
Cross said I should read the thing about the Shulk fight. Cross 13. You guys check out Historia Crux on Tuesday nights on YouTube. Another awesome DFO show. Shout out to all the content creators filling our weeks with really good content every night of the. Holy shit!
Holy shit!
Cross, we'll get back to that. The Broadway Saiyan 40, the legend, has just gifted 10 Tier 1 subs to the community. There's a 0% chance you don't already follow him if you're watching this, but if you're part of the 0.001, follow the Broadway Saiyan 40, a damn goat of the community, has just made our entire night. 40, thank you so much, man. That is amazing. We really appreciate that. TRZ 1986 with a follow as well. Damn, 40? What a king! What a king! Let's get some hype in the chat for 40.
Some of you might already know this, but 40 is basically the reason that this show exists. When he retired, he put out a bit of a call to arms. It was kind of a passing the torch kind of thing.
Yep.
And a lot of younger content creators, myself, Raw Life, and Zoe all included, kind of like, I could do this, and started creating content. Not like oh, this will be easy.
It really is that simple.
It is.
That was the kind of the what do you want to call it? The inflection point of like, wow, maybe I can do this. And then we started, and the three of us were like, hey, maybe we could do this. And well, here we are today. So 40, thank you so much. I don't know if I've ever actually told you that directly, but I really appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot.
We would legitimately not be here without 40. One of the rare cases in the DFO community of someone who puts out good content, is actually a kind, caring person, and loves the community and does what they can for the community. 40, the Broadway Saiyan, thank you so much, man. We appreciate it. And real quick, Cross did mention during about the Shulk fight, the orb concept isn't really toxic, in my opinion. That's not the problem with the fight. The problem is that the boss repeats that evasion state up to 4 to 5 times during the fight, which is why a lot of runs just confused, because you're juggling between the orb and killing the ad, and the boss is kind of a mess. There's been a couple fights like that, and that's been my only kind of complaint about Lufenia Pluses right now, is that they're so close to being like an incredible design, but they just miss it just a little bit. If you don't confuse the Shulk fight, it changes the whole fight. Everything about the fight is just incredibly much more difficult. Same thing with the ghosts from the Lighthouse, the illusory Lighthouse fight. Lufenia Plus is they're just barely missing that one thing that would make the fights really, really well put together, and it's kind of a bummer, but yeah.
TRZ, just to answer a question, you did not miss Braska's reaction because I am a dirty liar and the first video is in like 5 or 8 hours or something like that. So this is total clickbait, which is unfortunate because it wasn't my intentions, but here we are. So I guess you're going to have to stick with global content tonight.
You might want to change the stream title, Raw.
No, using clickbait to get people to watch and then disappointing them is literally what we're all about. So I will
Content creation 101, baby.
Yes, I will not change. And also, I think everyone who's telling you that is wrong. Because who's telling you that?
There's a bunch of people. Felipe told me, some other people in main court. It seems like I dropped the ball on this one.
No, one day ago, the official Japanese thing said...
Oh, we don't have to get into this again. We'll see in an hour if there's a video. I really don't think there will be, but we'll find out.
15 o'clock in Japan. What time is 3 o'clock in Japan? Hold on. I'm going to say Tokyo.
Are we really stopping the show to do this?
Oh god, time zones. We're not getting into this.
We're doing it.
Actually,
it's worse than pronunciations. Yeah, it's 11 a.m. in Japan, so it's like 5 hours till the preview.
5 hours away. Damn, that fucking sucks. I really thought we'd be able to see some of Braska's skills. I'm psyched for Braska. We'll talk about that in Zoe's little JP.
Anti-hype, but yeah, we can talk about him, I guess, and what we think he might do. Or what we know he does, and what the kit could be, I guess. Okay, so I guess we're still talking about the Twins fight. Are you at the Lufenia? No, you're not. You're still in the Cosmos, right?
Yeah, I have to listen to you guys very carefully right now because clearly I haven't even done the fight yet, so I need to know how to beat it. The easiest way to beat it.
Yeah, so the basic loop of this fight is you're managing the ads while trying to burn the Lamia down. And there's two main ways to do that. You can either kill the ads fast enough, like I was talking about, so that they keep getting pushed back in the turn order when they get revived, and you'll just never see them. Or that's kind of like what the twins are meant to be doing, I think, because like CSDX was saying, that's their form of crowd control, is just killing the ads so quickly. Which I really thought that was funny. And then the other way, which a lot of people took, is the stun/silence route, where a character with HP silence or paralysis can prevent the characters from moving and lock them down, so whenever it gets their turn, they can't use their LDs and blow you up. So you've got Arciella, you've got Kefka, you've got Agrius. Some other less popular stun characters probably could have done this fight just as well if they have AoE lockdown. Trying to think who else would be that kind of character. You could use calls, like you get a Kryl call, you get an Edward call, just for like some short-term paralysis. And those are the main ways besides killing them super quickly. So I ran Ace, Arciella, and Iroha for this one. I kind of wanted to dust off my FF11 girls because I hadn't used them for a while. And it was super smooth because Ace does a crap ton of damage in 3 target fights. All of his cards just keep doing the splash damage and the ads. Welcome, BC. You finally did make it. And there are so many opportunities to get the card flips. So the damage just kept racking up. I think I got a 9 million damage burst phase with a Unifriend and just Ace and under his own burst effect. So kind of murdered them. How'd you go, Blart? Did you run this fight yet?
Yeah, did a couple teams for it. So the first one, I continued, I guess, the Vayne train. I brought, I guess it's the one percenter team again. Bart's Vayne and Gabronth, because right before I ran it, I watched Dystopia Clay's video, and he did something what I thought was very clever, which is he brought Gabronth, and then immediately swapped out for the Cloud of Darkness. So Gabronth, left the debuffs on the field that you used for the call and had an extra call slot that you could use. So basically you get to effectively bring 4 calls to the fight. And I thought that was a cute way for me to bring a Kais call and do a 9 million damage burst phase and just have a great time, really. Just have a great time. Using Vayne, who is... he's a character.
He is a character, that's true.
I'm having a lot of fun with him. I don't care what anyone else says. Anyway, but I also ended up actually, right as the TCC challenge was being posted, I had finished up a run with Von BT, Agrius, and Keistus. with a Una friend, Inkwelder's Una, actually. So thank you, Inkwelder, the Tonberry Troop. If y'all aren't following him on YouTube and I guess, contributing to the Patreon? Yeah, Tonberry is a patron. Contribute to their Patreon, dudes. Stop freeloading. That went really well once I got... Vaughn's funny in this fight because he satisfies the orb, but he has to wind up to do it. So there's this really stressful part early on where you're trying to see if you can get him 3 skill uses before either the orb pops or the ads go or the boss warps. And so it was a bit of a dance, but it was a lot of fun to do once I got it down.
Nice. Yeah, I guess are you using his red spiral first because that has more dumps in it? Or are you going for the white whirl for the splash? I guess both could hit.
Yeah, I was going white whirl for splash. I found that he didn't need to. He was nowhere near close to running out by the end of the fight, so I figured I'd just go all in on one, and I figured that white whirl would do it fine.
White whirl is usually better in any multi-target fight, so
that was my figuring. Yeah,
What's
I figured the splash damage.
What's the specifics on the TCC challenge? Y'all check out thecityinfo.com. MacNoll does the TCC challenge. And
this
I don't know
TCC
what it
challenge, which I think might be just the general format going forward, except for, I think MacNoll has been talking about wanting to standardize it for a while, there's 3 levels: the just for fun, which is no BT+, then there's the regular, which is no BT+, as well as no synergy characters, and then the extreme challenge is going to be no burst at all, so then you're going to be having to rely on your friend units for green effects. So, yeah, no extra character bans. I think that's fair. Some people were talking about wanting to ban the silence characters, but their damage is pretty crap at this point in the game for a fight with, 19 million HP plus ads to burn through. So I think it's fair that you have to carry their damage as a slot for Arciela and Kefka.
Yeah, I mean, having to trade off damage for kind of safety, that's kind of a classic conundrum. Really,
it's a choice. Yeah, it's not I don't think people should be punished for going for the safety route.
The only time is when it overwhelmingly turns the fight brainless, because shortly after Arciela's release, there were some fights where she would just lock it down completely, and because her damage was modern enough, it wasn't a huge issue.
Yeah, as long as you were when she was released, as long as you were capping on your single dumps, you were totally keeping up for damage.
I can use Arciela?
She does.
Arciela's very good.
No, she's very good here. You just need to bring good damage to back up the fact that, obviously she's turning off her damage. And you have to be very careful not to push out that framed HP silence, or unframed HP silence, because these days...
The unframed.
In this modern era, it's very easy to...
So classic Zidane pushing off important debuffs might throw its ugly head at you again.
Shit. Well, that's cool. I'm excited to use... Bye, TRZ. See you later, man. I'm excited to use Arciela. It's been a minute since I've used her. I'm thinking, from what I've heard from you guys, what's the orb? You have to do insane amounts.
The orb is
AOE
you have to do 850k damage in one turn. It doesn't have to be AOE. So characters with enough blue armors and burst effects, for cap increases. So Zac can hit it on a single target hit, a single target with splash. Vaughn can hit it, like Blart was saying. Then you've got your triple dump LDs who can hit it with enough HP damage modifiers. So Ace, Cloud of Darkness, and if you don't have a Twins friend for whatever reason, the Twins friend can basically get through the first half of this fight almost by themselves. They can do about, in my experience, about 40% of the boss health. You can do any green finisher is going to be hitting for that number because there's three targets at the beginning, and the ads don't have very high reduction, so you can use them to augment your damage.
I just realized this is the chaos, and it's three. This is fucking annoying. Well, I guess I could use the
challenge quest.
No. Oh shit! I could just do.
You're supposed to do the challenge quest now because you can skip the chaos, but I wouldn't do it. You already started.
I'm doing it with 3 synergy characters, Zoe.
You only have you could restart.
I guess you're only a little bit of the ways in. It's wave 1. You should go back to the CQ. But yeah, speaking of the TCC challenge, I've given it 1 run so far. I've got a team I think that's going to work. It's Queen, Arciela, and Shulk, who is really very fun, and her damage is super 1000 cutsy, but with 3 enemies, she gets so many warp turns. I got to about 30% before I messed up, and I let the Pinello get a turn by accident, and it totally wiped me. But basically, that team, I'm going to swap out Arciela at the beginning for the Twins friend, burn down through that first half and summon, and then I'll just save all my calls for the second half to help my damage. So I think that's going to work out for the extreme.
So this is pretty much like the Garland debut or BT debut event where Warrior of Light would just
in terms of like
you.
The mannequins like completely fucking you over if you ever give them a chance to move, definitely.
Awesome. That fucking sucks. I don't know how to use Sabin. I pulled his LD and I never used him.
I like this. I like and in that vein though, I like this fight a lot more than the Garland fight, because that fight was like one of the most brain dead fights I've ever seen, because there's no punishment for delaying and it's not even that tanky. It's just like you just kind of wail on it for 30 turns and then it died. This fight, at least you have to like think about the warping, and that'll get rid of your debuffs, so you can either like go for the 0 turn strats and then eat the debuff loss if you're not relying on them, because you do have the odds to help your damage, so that is an option. I don't think this is one of those fights where you need to load up on debuffs in order to do damage. So I just like that there's some more choices for this fight, especially compared to the Garland raid, which was not a very fun fight in my opinion.
I'm excited because, like I said in the Frog server, I'm either going to beat it and it'll be awesome and great and everybody will cheer for my name, or I'm going to fail over and over and over and it's going to be hilarious. So
blame me on the way.
Well, if you give if you give shitty, horrible advice like you did the last time,
I gave you incredible advice except for one thing.
No, if anybody was there,
one single thing.
No, if anybody remembers last week, do you remember when Zoe was telling me? I forget what it was, but wait, did I use his LD? How many?
It was about an AA with Agrius, whether you had one or not.
Yeah, and you said I did, but I did.
But you didn't even go down the route that would have used
you said
AA. So
okay.
It doesn't matter.
You said that I had one.
But then you played as if you didn't have one.
But
I was wrong.
Okay. Oh, I was wrong. That's all I needed. That's all I needed.
Okay, guys, clip it.
My line.
Yeah, somebody clip that. I'm gonna make it my ringtone whenever somebody calls my phone. It's gonna be Zoe saying she was wrong.
A rare admittance of fault from me. I'm usually perfect.
But the rarity is what makes it so valuable.
Yeah,
He's
we'll
gonna
beat
treasure
it.
that.
I have a strong feeling we're gonna beat it on the first try. Am I wrong? Set up a. Who knows how to set up a poll?
Maybe you'll get screwed over by a warp or something. I guess that could happen.
The first one, I'm just gonna totally trash it with like, Arciela, Green Barts, and Strago. Does Strago have to be blue?
Strago needs some cap increases. He can't hit it by himself. So if you bring a friend that increases the cap, like a Yuna or something like that, that should happen. That could work.
Sorry, did you plan that? Was that intentional?
I don't know what you're talking about. Keep moving on.
What just
keep
happened?
No,
I missed it. Oh no! Did somebody die?
No!
Oh, I hope Eamon's still here. Eamon, are you still here? Tell me for watching.
We're really in re-raise meta. Eamon's stocks are going to the moon right now.
I don't think anything happened, and I'm going to continue as if nothing did happen.
Ain't even the Lufenia, dude.
Okay, somebody make a poll. Will Raw beat the Lufenia first try? Make a poll.
Let me see if I can do that on my phone, because you guys are so freaking inept at technology. Nope, I can't do it on my phone. So, Bl'Art, type /poll, and hopefully you can figure it out, buddy.
Can't do it?
I can't do it on my phone.
I'm literally on a computer, and I'm the person streaming, so I should be able to do it. Is it hard to do? Like, what?
No, it's not. You literally just type /poll.
I want to make people be able to bet, because the people who bet against me, I want them to pay. No, you did it without the points.
I haven't done it yet.
Too?
Wait, who did this? Will Raw beat the Lufenia plus first try? No, definitely not. And okay, it was Samegi. That has to be Samegi.
Of course.
Is Samegi hiding in the...
Samegi's here.
Unless Bl'Art did it. Bl'Art, did you do that?
No, I was in the middle of setting it up, but...
That's really, really, really rude. The choices are definitely
hold
not.
Hold on, I'll do a better one, just to
do one with points, because, listen to me. I want y'all to hear me very carefully. I'm going to look in the camera. Where's the camera?
First try or on stream?
First try. I want the points to be I want people to have to pay with their points for their disrespect. Okay? If you say that I'm not going to beat this first try, I want you to lose your channel points for it. Okay?
How do we get rid of the poll now that it's up?
It's about to run out.
I think it's almost
It
out.
ended.
There we go.
Absolutely not.
Okay.
A crushing victory.
So the worst possible option is the one that won. Absolutely not. Okay.
People thrive on your misery. It's that simple.
Yeah. Snakey is now following. Thank you, Snakey. We appreciate it. Hang out with us every Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Fuck daylight savings time. I'm gonna burst with Garland because this is taking.
I got the candle. I did it.
You did it.
I did it. Good
job. Soraya said no is the most polite, so he went for that one. Thank you, Soraya. You were the only person who did that, actually. Wow. Let's see how all these haters. Let's see how they all react when their channel points are up. I bet you that the results are a little bit different when people have to actually bet for their shit. Is there any way to find out who did that first poll? Because I think it's Omegi from the shadows.
It looks like somebody got it. Did you do that, Blart? Like, I assume.
No, I was very busy.
Okay, I'm just gonna assume it's like a ghost of some girl. So thanks, some girl, our lovely mod and occasional uploader. I don't know, because she's busy. She's doing stuff. Because I would have done it. I'm just like not viewing the Twitch on my computer because my computer is awful. And last time I did that, I crashed out of the call like twice. So I'm gonna stop doing that in the future.
So maybe she's there. She did it. I knew it. She's the best, except for the very disrespectful first poll. All right, so we got actually some good action right now. We got 15K or 1,500 on yes, 2,300 on no. Y'all, listen. I'm gonna take the strongest team. I will do whatever I have to do to beat this. So if you really think I'm gonna lose, put your fucking put your channel points up.
I mean,
should we up the stakes and force Raw to build the team himself with no advice?
No, well, hold on. Whoa. That's not. No. Hold on. The poll is already out, Zoe. The poll is literally up. You can't change.
Try to rig the election.
Yeah. Stop the count. Dystopia Bard, the riffer who did our intro music, is in chat. What's up, Bard? How you doing, man? Skin in the game, as BC would say. I want some skin in the game. Thank you, RVK. If you're gonna talk all that shit, say we're gonna lose, say I'm gonna lose, put your channel points up for it. Let me see. I don't know if I'll even get through the Chaos Challenge quest, first off, so.
You're almost done. You're like more than halfway there. You're good. Oh, you should try the TCC Challenge. That'd be fun.
After I absolutely smash it first time to get the people who bet no, the people who bet no.
Need to win. You're like hunting for some victory, I guess, after this weekend.
Yeah, I had a tough weekend. I mean, all my teams lost after being undefeated, so yeah, I'm a little bit hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And so I'm really gonna bring the absolute strongest team and smoke this fight the first try, if possible, and then we'll go back and we'll do a TCC. What's the TCC? No BT No BT plus whatsoever.
No BT plus, no synergy for the regular one.
Okay.
It's a good thing. I mean, democracy is overwhelming in this case. So, I even put a way to dilute the vote so that the no's would appear bigger by comparison, and it is just a landslide.
Yeah.
Wait, it's a landslide against... They said we would lose?
No, they're saying you have to build your own team.
Whoa. No, that's... Okay. Who did that poll?
Who do you think?
It was me this time.
Okay.
Oh, it was Blair. Okay.
All right,
so
the...
guessing.
I want to see the results of the other poll first. So what's the total points we have?
You can see everybody in chat who bet on yes are the ones, and who bet on two are the no's, I think.
No. I want to see what the total points spread, what people are saying I'm going to lose.
I'm on mobile. Do it yourself. Yeah, Mino, I'm an idiot. It's not tonight. Or, well, it is tonight. It's just in like 4 hours, so we're all going to be asleep.
Mino.
It's okay, okay, Mino. I conveyed your message for you.
Mino, plot twist. We knew it wasn't tonight the whole fucking time. Clickbait. Clickbait, baby. We knew it wasn't coming. We just needed those
Accidental
views,
clickbait
baby.
is the best kind of clickbait.
Accidental clickbait?
It wasn't accidental. I knew it wasn't tonight the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
Stocks.
Okay, Soraya is saying it's about 5,000 for you and 14k against you.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, I appreciate this because it feels like the risk-reward ratio is appropriate.
This is your underdog moment. The stakes are against you.
Is that for real?
Training. This challenge quest is your training method, and then you're going to go into Lufenia Plus.
Is it really 14k against me?
That's what Soraya said.
Fuck. Where's the camera? Let me look. Fuck y'all. If you put part of that 14k against me losing, don't talk to me.
If you prove them wrong, they'll pay for it.
And wait, so if I win first try, those 5k are gonna get rewarded with. That's how it works, right? They actually
no, it's like a proportional kind of thing. The grid, based on the.
So they'll get,
right?
but the people who voted the 5k, they will get the 14k, like as
distributed
a reward
between them.
Okay, all right, yeah. That's what we're fucking doing then. Enjoy, the people who trusted me and believed in me. Enjoy this because I'm about to use the bathroom, and then I'm about to run this, and I don't need any help building my team. I'm just gonna build.
Is the champion. Oh boy,
all right, he's gonna go brainstorm his team real quick.
Wall's the champion of the people.
He's just gonna look up a guide while he's not on camera, so he does like everything he can to make sure he doesn't take this L.
All right, so you guys consider who I should bring while I use I take a small break to brainstorm.
You got it. Raw is a champion of the people. It's just in this case, it's a smaller group of people than the rest of them.
It's a distinguished minority. Did you pull the twins, Blart? I forgot to ask you.
I did. I have a bazillion D tickets. So and I think isn't Divine Shiva's the next cycle after this one, right?
Yeah, she's in like a week probably. Okay, a little more than a week. Like
so, I figured I was already capped on tickets, so I was like, they need to go somewhere. I mean, the LD the BT character is always a safe pick for synergy and junk like that. Why the hell not? I don't think I'm ever I feel like I'm never going to use them because I already have Strago. So like, I don't really see what I'm going to need them for, truthfully. But I figure they'll make the challenge quests easier, and they're kind of cute looking. And this way, if I happen to like luck sack the BT randomly, I won't feel like a dummy having to go back for it. It was pretty costly though, honestly. It was like almost 300 tickets. So I'm grumpy about that, but it's like the tickets need to be spent somehow.
Yeah. So I told myself I was going to skip the twins. I put like 150 tickets into them, didn't get it. Kind of caused like a personal panic mode. Like my resources are dwindling super fast. Living into the hipster stereotype. So I like made a pull plan for the first time, and I'm gonna actually try and stick through it because I have a problem. It's so hard for me to skip banners. It's bad, but I didn't get them. I don't think I'll really need them, so I cut it out after those panic / FOMO 150 tickets.
Hold up.
I saw that Theologica, unfortunately, spent about 1,300 tickets and didn't get the twins, so it could have been a lot worse.
Hold up. The champ is here. The champ is here. Let's do this. Everybody who voted against me, guess what? I'm about to one-shot this. Y'all made it.
1,350, excuse me, Cross. I forgot those 50 extra tickets.
Theologica spent 1,350 tickets on what?
Twinsanity and didn't get it.
No
that
fucking
is the most
way.
tragic thing.
Absolutely horrendous.
Excalibur does have the fight mechanics up in a really
Don't you
nice
fucking
infographic.
look at that. I'm gonna
I'm not gonna look at it,
find
but,
you and like beat you up if you look at it.
If Excalibur could throw that in the chat for all the other people who are struggling, I won't click it, but Excalibur, go ahead and throw that link in the chat, my friend. if you don't mind.
Emperor Aoshi asking, good team for Twins Leaf Plus. Raw, do you have
Oh!
any thoughts about that?
Emperor
Good time to ask that question, I
Aoshi.
gotta say.
Emperor Aoshi. Lucky for you, I'm about to beat it on my first try. There's
Aoshi.
um.
Y'all never watch Rurouni Kenshin?
I did.
What?
No,
Never
Rurouni
watched
Kenshin.
what?
You're a weeb, but you're a young
Jesus
weeb.
Christ, you child.
I'm not a weeb.
You're a weeb, but you're a young weeb.
Youthful weeaboo. Anyway,
Rurouni Kenshin
I was a weeb like 5 years ago. Okay, what is that?
it's an anime from Japan.
Oh, really?
an anime from Japan. Excalibur, not for me. I don't need it, but if you could throw that infographic up in the chat, that would be great. Yep, there it is right there. I'm not going to click on it right now. And, so not for me, but for other people who need the mechanics, it's up. It's a Reddit link. It's a fight mechanics. It's got everything. Oh, that's a lot of stuff going on in it, I think, in my head.
Porky Panko suggests you can bring King is really good for this fight.
King. Luckily, I have King Purplet, I think, so we'll bring that EX only. Lightning Wolf, Lightning Wolf is one of our friends who hasn't changed. Kaiden Cortez. Kaiden says reverse blade sword. Yes, Rurouni Kenshin has a reverse blade sword because he doesn't want to kill people anymore. He used to be the...
What is a reverse blade? Is that like a blunt sword?
It's sharp on the other side so that when he can defeat people.
That's so stupid. I feel like you just cut yourself with that. That sounds awful.
You don't understand. He used to be, back in the day, I forget what they call him. What was his name?
Was he like some like edgy like
He
guy
was like-
who killed people?
What was the word?
he
It
was like
starts with a B.
legendary.
It starts with a B.
Batosai the Manslayer.
Batosai, yes. He was the legendary Batosai, but then we're not going to spoil
God.
Rurouni Kenshin, but
The important thing is that pronunciation wars will never die. It's a battle that will rage on into eternity.
Every 20 minutes, it seems. Jesus. Did you build your team, Raw? Is it? Are you just gonna bring your challenge quest team? You should do that.
No, I'm actually remembering in my head what the entire mechanics are.
I mean, you can just like look at what the bosses do. We just said don't look at guides. Go look at the boss details if you want to use what the developers have given you.
I looked at Excalibur's mechanic, which is in the chat. Click on that if you want to see him.
You said you wouldn't.
I looked at it a long time ago, and I'm just remembering right now in my head. I'm not reading it right now as we...
I believe him. Raw's a man of integrity. He definitely wouldn't be cheating live on camera right in front of us at this moment. For a wager.
Doubt.
Looks like a lot of shit. Jesus. So I'm gonna bring Bart's. I'm gonna bring Arciela.
Okay.
I'm honestly curious to see how this shakes out at this point.
Alan, you need a DPS. It's really what you really need right now.
Excalibur, that made me laugh quite a bit. Just begging Raw not to bring King, please. For the love of God.
King is where you draw the line.
Anyone but King.
Oh, this is absolutely a comedy. There is nothing serious about this, CSDX.
No, this is very serious, CSDX. I'm literally going to prove my worth.
Please do not do this thing that you're about to do.
King
really
is not
thinking hard, just scrolling through the
King is
all
not
the units.
King isn't purple, like I thought.
Steiner from Godrow, Fran from Joey. These are good suggestions.
Thank you, chat. See, this is what I said. There was a chance that you could have voted for chat to be able to give him the pointers.
Yeah.
Honestly? We got some good suggestions in here.
I bet you could get Gal through this fight with like a different team.
Gal's got
Ooh, we're doing it. We're doing the monkey.
Steiner has the bonus damage versus humans.
Are they humans?
A human? Oh, the mannequins probably count.
So I have to beat it first try.
That's correct. Yes, there's no worming your way out of this one.
Okay. Hear me out. What if I get one warm up to see what they do? Because obviously,
absolutely not.
But you guys have watched me on stream get to the fight, so you know I haven't run the fight yet. That's facts. You've seen me have to beat all this other shit.
Yes.
So
read the boss details if you want to know what they do.
Let me get one dry run.
My man,
hell no.
We offered that. I said you could. I asked, first try or like on stream.
Channel points on
first
this.
try.
You can't steal it from them.
So I don't get a warm up.
No, the challenge quest was your warm up. No, this is like fourth quarter. You just got pulled off the bench. You're ice cold. You got to go out there and win the game anyway. Probably my last time doing a sports metaphor, but I used one just for you.
I've been sent on Discord before we get into this final really high stakes battle. I want to let everybody know that on November 5th, 2021, Zoe in Discord said that she used to be a pretty bad weeb. So Zoe used to be a weeb, and she gave up on being a weeb.
Keywords, so used to.
That's worse than being a weeb still. And she said she used to be a weeb, but doesn't know who Rurouni Kenshin is. So, I just wanted to let
No, I'm a sumer.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do this. I got 2 greens. I got Arciela. I mean, there's no way to lose. I'll do calls. Do they cleanse?
Better quote that. Quote, Raw Life 2021. There's no way to lose.
Do they cleanse?
Check their boss details. Or just go in and figure it out on your own.
You're allowed to look at like the boss descriptions and stuff.
Yeah,
and
just all we said was no external guides.
What do you mean I'm allowed to? Y'all didn't make any rules when the good, solid people put up their channel points. There were no rules. Now all of a sudden I can't look at guides. I can't get help. Why? Where did that come from?
Because you have to do the. If you want this to be a true victory, it has to be a convincing one. If you followed a guide, I don't think it would be as convincing as if you did it blind.
Okay, fuck it. You know what? Fuck this. I'm gonna do it, and I'm gonna win. Old Faithful. Jack call. Gabranth call. Kurosame call. Surely.
Right.
Surely. That's 1 for Jack, 1 for Kurosame, 2 framed for Gabranth. Chat, how many frame... I'm gonna go around you guys. How many frame debuffs does Gabranth have? Oh, fuck. This is gonna suck because Zidane puts on generics. I can't do this. Zidane puts on generics, and he's going to keep pushing off Arciela's HP. He's going to push off. He's going to push off Arciela's.
I think you can do it.
You're trying to get me to lose. Fuck. You know what? I ain't never been scared. Begin. I'm going to use a twins friend though.
That's fine. You're allowed.
Are you fucking serious?
What? No twins?
I've been the same problem, honestly.
This is really gonna be
this
hard,
is fucking bullshit, dude.
I can put my COD up for you. I don't have a twin. I don't know if you. Okay, you have a COD. You're fine.
I don't want a COD. I want twins friend. Man,
oh boy.
None of y'all for real. All my friends, y'all didn't put. Y'all knew that twins friend was blind eye, no twins.
I remember when X-Death came out, everyone's like, "Oh, he's a great friend unit, but skip X-Death, whatever. Who's gonna actually pull for him?" And now it's actually playing out. But like, this is very gratifying for me because a bunch of people, there were a bunch of X-Death friends when he came out, and there have been no twins friends.
Dude, there's like guys. I have like 3 twins friends in my whole list, which is like 200 people.
Yeah, I'm nearly capped on friends, and I think I've seen 1 twins friend in total. It's insane.
Jesus. They're truly a rare breed. So it looks like you're going for the Cloud of Darkness, the good old-fashioned. All right, he's in. So now the clock is on if he loses, which, let's see. Yeah, that's true. We're like not in the Garnet and Oron banners yet, so people might be waiting for their tokens and stuff. Mostly
Okay.
Oron. Oron is pretty hyped. I mean, you gotta get a character who can solo a regular Lufenia. That's serious business right there.
I mean, pretty much every time a tank comes out, they're really good, I feel.
Yeah, I guess sometimes.
I mean, okay, Cella's might have been a little bit
Celis
overhyped.
was kind of meh. I mean, no, she was okay. She was fine. She just was
Celis-
not
she was
like...
No,
overhyped,
Celis
I
was
think.
good back in the day.
Yeah, no, she was good. She was just, I think she might have been a bit overhyped, but she was definitely good.
Yeah, she was okay.
I think she was, part of why she was so overhyped was because she was helpful for the Medusa fight that everyone was still traumatized from, because she was our first
Oh,
good
did
proper
people
permanent-
go back and do Medusas with Celis? That's smart.
Yeah, because, I mean, first good permanent ice enchanter, that makes a lot of sense to me.
I mean, there was real fucking Onion Knight. Oh, man.
What a stinker that guy is. But yeah, I feel like, Gladio, Galuf, Warrior of Light, every tuning pass. Who else
Well,
tanks?
yeah, Bird, but going back and soloing like, Orange C90 is quite good, but I don't think going back on old content is, like, a super huge seller for him.
Bart, I gotta say, every time someone says they get even better with their C90,
Just the
everyone
veins
gets
pop a
better.
little bit.
Everyone gets better with their C90, dude. That's like the point of it, basically.
Okay.
Everyone, it's a tuning pass. The new weapon for me is where it gets interesting. 'cause
Yeah, there's a few notable C90s, and you're gonna know them. You're gonna hear about them. There's Selfie, there's Kadaj. The ones that actually get really significant upgrades. You'll hear about them. Most of them are just like standard consistency and damage updates.
Yeah.
Drez, does anyone know if you need Enchanter or Can Calls work for Garnet's Lufenia? So it is +1 to Water and Thunder. You can definitely get around it with calls. Don't need it'll be like, you'll probably need some burst phases to do the damage with calls, but you can definitely do it.
Offhand, do you know if they have any like anti-no-turn mechanics built in there? I assume
I
they do.
don't believe they do. However, they do have threshold attacks for the HP, which takes you to 10% of your current HP, so that can bring you down very low. So if your team max HP is over 40,000, which is what the HP requirement is for that fight, then you can lose the fight if you don't heal it back up. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I don't think they have no turn prevention. If I remember, I'll check on that because I don't want to misinform.
Honestly,
but
the only reason I want to know, I try not to research fights too much. I just want to know if I can look forward to Theologica enchanting lightning and just like doing crazy things with her in that fight.
they have melee counters, so we'll see how lightning does.
Why did they? That's just rude.
Wait. Do the mannequins? Can the
No,
mannequins?
we've been talking.
Can the mannequins
What?
be HP silenced?
Yes.
Oh, y'all are fucked, dude. Y'all are fucked.
Alright, we'll see.
Cross, I just want to go on record saying I'm trusting you here with this thing you just sent me, and if this is another betrayal, this better not be another betrayal.
If the mannequins can be HP silenced, I'm just going to Man, I had to work in the office today, so I didn't get a chance. Normally, I watch other videos.
You didn't even finish that thought.
Normally, I watch other videos of people beating the fights, so I know a little bit about them. I have no fucking idea how this fight works. So,
Well, you've already conquered most of the mechanics by applying the HP silence, so...
yeah, well,
Now you've got an orb.
Zidane gonna push shit off.
Yeah, just
Every
be careful
time.
with it. Just read your debuffs. Just see what's going to come up.
Look, first we had to count to 12, then we had to count to 10. Now you have
Now
to
we're
count
counting
to
to
8.
8. It's getting
If you count to
easier.
8
Look, we're going downward scale.
What the fuck does charm mean?
Yoshi, that is correct. There's clears that, like, for Garnet IW, that every unit just, like, wins the fight at 1 HP because their team HP wasn't under 40,000. So I feel like if they wanted to make the fight harder, they should have lowered the HP requirement, honestly. But if it works,
Also,
it works.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
Also, as a quick update, Cross did not betray me, and we are still friends. That was a good thing he sent me.
Oh, Drez, good point. Yuffie Cheese was a momentary blip in the JP timeline. Something got changed with the code there that the Garnet IW, like a month after it released, was able to be cheesed by Yuffie, like throwing their debuffs back on him and stuff. So then JP fixed it after like 2 days. It was up and everybody had already beaten that fight. So it got a lot of hype for no reason for something that didn't even exist when the content was active. So I don't know how like the rumors started happening in global, but yeah, so we should not expect the Yuffie cheese fight. TLDR.
Every time a Yuffie cheese like happens, everyone loses their minds because it's such a goofy, funny, and immediate way to like just
Yeah.
fight.
See, what I'm asking is, where are the regular Yuffie runs at? She got an LD, folks. You can use her in the party if you want to. I just
keep
don't
trying
have her.
And honestly, it's not doing it for me.
Yeah.
Skill 2 is just like a regular splash that doesn't hit that hard. Is not really doing it. I don't need all those generics. They're not helping. I'm pushing them off. All the good ones. Like the closest I've come is like, yeah, no. Every time I use it, it doesn't go well.
Well, that's too bad. I spent like 600 tickets on her, didn't get her. So yeah, I would have used her like for pure copium reasons at least once.
I want to say you're not missing that much, but knowing you probably
T6 is coming, so pretty well. That could be pretty good for her as like a backup option for non like Caius or Eris Call havers. Yep, Xcal is doing some of the mechanics of T6 in the chat at the moment.
Yeah, Cross shouting at people who they really zero in on cheese methods, and when it doesn't work, the brain shuts off and they're like, I guess I can't do this.
Impossible without the cheese. Okay, is it safe to watch this video, Blart? Am I gonna have my day ruined that Cross sent me?
I enjoyed it. I would say, just mind your volume when you turn it on. Just have your volume at
I guess this is going to be a tradition, because he sent us one last week, too, didn't he?
He did. No, Cross is a friend of the show. Fridays for good content.
Yeah, T6 is going to be interesting. I think I'm going to pull Caius, so it shouldn't be that bad, but I'm like, with how my pulls have gone recently, I'm reconsidering that even. It's been rough. What burst? Okay, Bart's burst phase. Interesting. How are you feeling, Raw? You've been very focused. You're not your usual wisecracking self. The stakes getting to you?
Yeah, I don't know what happens in this fight. So everything that's happening, it just scares me. That maybe it's gonna do something crazy and just kill me. So like, I think that I should have been granted a warm-up fight.
Fuck that.
I gave you the option to have that, and you turned it down.
Well, I didn't turn it down. I was never given the option.
I said, do you want first try, and before I could say on stream, you cut me off and said, no, first try. You were very adamant. We're definitely doing first try. It's gonna be first try.
Buyer's remorse.
Gonna be first try. Fuck you, Bl'Art. And so.
Oh fuck! I killed them both.
That's fine. I don't think that's a problem.
Okay, she's about to go, but she has HP. No, she doesn't have HP. Yes, she does. HP attack.
She's gonna revive. If you kill the ads, if you kill the ads, she instantly revives one of them, and then she'll spend her next turn doing the other, I think. So yeah, you see the target switch to C. That means she's gonna revive Penelo next turn.
If I take 10 turns, what does the Lamia do?
It warps and cleanses all debuffs. 10 actions, not 10 turns. So just be careful with your deletes, I guess. And like, I guess honestly, like if you've like used all your calls, it could get bad. But one or two warps shouldn't really hurt you. The Lamia itself isn't as threatening as the ads are. Dres has a question. What do we think of Garnet? So even though we're going to get into it next week, well, there's a lot of stuff happening next week, so let's get to talk a little bit about it now. I think Garnet is okay. I don't think she's stellar, but she hits a lot of role coverage. For new players, I would definitely recommend picking up Garnet because she's one of the first updated enchanters we've gotten in a while, other than BT plus Barts, which is a higher investment cost. So I think she's good for that. Her damage isn't spectacular. She doesn't get a rework on this tuning pass, unfortunately, but she does have her cool arc attack that triggers every 4 actions and batteries. So she just does a lot of stuff decently well. I don't think she excels at anything particularly, but she's pretty decent. Blart, do you know what Garnet does? Slash, have any thoughts on her?
Yeah, her LD gives a bunch of, the usual good stat boost, weakness damage, HP damage, that kind of junk, as I understand it. And it
Yeah,
has
it's
that,
like
built-
it's a lot. It's very spread out for Garnet. Like she gets like 20% Brave damage, like 10% HP up, 10% Brave gains up. Like she gets a lot of the stats, but she doesn't get as high potencies of them as some more focused supports do.
And then she has like a off-turn damage thing. It triggers every 4 actions, or whatever. So what I think part of why Garnet's always been very strong and good and popular is she does a lot of stuff. She has the healing,
Oh,
she
yeah, she
has
does a
the
ton.
enchanting, she has the battery, and her damage was serviceable back in the day, and that's going to continue here. She has 2 different elements, which is neat. The thing that I like about Garnet is that I don't think right now we're going to be really seeing her value. I think I don't look very far into the future, but basically Enchanter's value comes and goes. Depending on how high boss defenses are and whether they have specific elemental mechanics, orbs, what have you, weaknesses, and so I think having an updated enchanter who covers a lot of roles is really a good thing to have. I got a lot of mileage out of Raijin just because he's an enchanter who covers a lot of different bases. I think Garnet's going to be a kind of similar case. She does a lot of useful different things, but I don't think her value is going to be immediately apparent when she shows up. I think she's going to slot into teams well down the line.
Yeah, I somewhat agree with that. I think that I've mostly just been using her in JP. She has like quite a good C90. I've used her in one of these Shinryus actually. Went pretty well. Not that you should pull her now for Shinryus. You should just, if you don't want her now, you can just pull her later. So don't pull for C90s, folks. You don't need to, I promise. But yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed with Garnet getting her now, even though I don't think she's like super essential compared to Orin. I think Orin probably is like somebody you'll slot in more often, but
Garnet's more of a role coverage kind of thing.
I hate to interrupt. How the fuck do I do 850,000 damage in one move?
So you blew both your burst phases, your burst things, quite like soon after each other, so that's a problem. You have a COD friend, so that's going to be. What you should have done is you should have had your COD friend shooting lasers while Bart's was in his burst phase. And so basically you should have like put COD in, you should have done their finisher to tick the orb first. And then you should have then you would have had Bart's, like once the orb was low, Bart's burst finisher would have also ticked the orb. So that's kind of like what the route should be with this team without a twins friend. But you're gonna have to.
Zidane LD does it. Zidane LD does it. CSDX.
Hell yeah.
Fucking legend. Zidane LD does it.
Did you click it already? I mean, it might. It depends on how much damage you're getting.
No, it doesn't. It does it.
Oh, it didn't?
See, it did.
Oh.
CSDX.
Oh, okay.
Fucking king.
Wow, that's good damage on Zidane. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you had enough HP modifiers right now, but yeah, like COD, I used Ace. Like he has a similar triple dump LD like Zidane does, but I had like Yuna going. I had full Kurasame, so like I had more modifiers than you did right now. I just wasn't sure, but Bart's is really kicking up that damage. So good job.
This fight has a weird cadence to it compared to a lot of the other fights we've had, in that you really want to blow your load pretty early because the orb disappears.
I'm good at that. I do that all the time.
Gross. First of all, but second of all, I kind of liked having a fight where you can rush at the beginning and kind of like chill on the back half, when usually the back half of fights are more stressful because you're worried about like rushing an orb or like trying to make the most of your calls before they disappear and stuff like that. So this is a 75 turn fight and you're rushing the first 50%. So some runs will take like 15 or 20 turns to do the first half and then like 40 turns to do the second half, for example. You can really just like kind of ease on the brakes a little bit as long as you're managing the odds.
So yeah, I mean, your summon phrase and your Cloud of Darkness friend burst effects are your friends here in terms of managing that orb.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you got because you don't want to waste all of Zidane's LDs for the orb, so I would definitely use COD for the next one probably, and then do the the summon.
I guess technically speaking, we made Rob build the team himself, but we never said that we couldn't, like, give him pointers during the fight.
We haven't given him that much backseat gaming this time around. He's mostly been doing it himself. I will say, one thing you should be careful of, though, is if the warp turn coincides with the orb ticking down, that could get you if you're not careful.
Watch out for that 2 count, I guess.
Dress said he's screwed. He's going to have no damage after Burst Effect falls off. Bart still
I
has...
don't think so sure. We've got,
Bart still
like,
has a...
14 turns of Bart still.
And Bart still has another Burst...
Yep, Bart's is going to refresh his stack.
Bart's is so good for
Alright,
that.
there's your warp. So now the orb is down to 3, so you're going to have to bring in COD here soon, I think. Probably...
No. No.
No?
No.
He said no.
Why?
I'm going to use all of Zidane LDs, and then I'm going to bring in COD for him.
That sounds like a horrible idea. You don't want to waste all of his LDs.
So
Why?
that's an interesting. Well, that's an interesting way to do it, because since Zidane takes so many turns into a very fast turn stealer character, he could proc a lot of Cloud of Darkness follow-ups if he stays in. But I also see what you're saying. There's also, you could argue there's value to just burning him out and swapping him out.
I mean,
They're
like, doesn't
two
he have
different
I
approaches.
don't have Zidane. Doesn't he have a lot of stats tied to his overhead? Most characters do. If you blow
Yeah,
them
but-
all, you're going to lose
yeah,
his
once I have
overhead.
it
Yeah,
overhead,
but
he's
his
done.
overhead is like...
It's like what?
a lot
Is
of
it just a
turns.
turn deletion, or is it
No,
stats?
it's a lot of turns. So I could... Have you guys ever seen someone with 2 greens and a perfect team to beat this fight, worry about the fight this much? No, you haven't, because I want to make
Zidane isn't, to be fair, Zidane isn't perfect for this fight. Bart's an RCL.
It's still a really strong team for the fight, but I just want to beat it on the first try so that the people who believed in me will get their points.
I think
Yeah, at
I
this
personally think it's COD time, but you are the pilot. It's free for you to choose, and I am not throwing myself into gunfire and potentially having to admit fault for you.
Who would you
You
swap?
only have so many of those stacked that you can get away with.
Who would you swap COD for?
Probably Ursiella. I mean, like, you've got them both silenced, and you're going to be deleting the ads while COD is in the party. I for my Ursiella run, I swapped her, and it wasn't a problem.
Fuck, I don't have time. I just instant turn, so now 2 on the orb.
Oh, why'd you do that? Why'd you mug?
For fun.
That's if you're gonna do it for fun, that's what you're gonna do.
I have an idea.
All right,
Ooh,
what's your
idea.
idea?
I have an idea.
What's your idea? I guess if you want it, well, okay. Zidane's wasn't the first Zidane orb tick under his BT effect?
Yes.
Curious to see if the damage hits without Zidane's BT. It's an idea. Oh, that's good.
I love you guys.
This is
Chat, you are good people.
I have an idea. I didn't think that I didn't realize that his LD only hit the orb under the BT effect. So
Well, did you click it yet or
no,
not
I
yet?
haven't.
It
I haven't yet.
It might still hit it, but I'm trying to look at the stats on Zidane's BT effect. I don't know what this character does except for delete and debuff.
I think I'm gonna do it anyway. My idea.
What's your idea?
Here's the thing. You've gone all in on yourself. You gotta bet on yourself sometimes. If you pull this off with your idea, then it's all you, and you get to rub that in Zoe's face. Not
That's
me, because
true,
I'm staying
that's
out of it. But
Fuck it.
fuck
it.
Just
Fuck it. We're sending it, boys. Oh, it's not even close. It's not even close.
I was about to tell you the
it's not even
stats for his
close.
burst effect. It's literally
fuck. It's not even
20%
close.
HP damage and 60% brave damage.
No, it's not even close. It's not even
Well, time to
close.
bring Cod in for the finisher.
It's not even close.
I said, "Ho, don't do
It's
it."
not
and he
even
said,
close.
"Oh my god."
Oh my god, it's not even close. It's so far.
It wasn't that far. It was pretty close to
No,
be
it
fair.
was
We were like 50k off.
200k each.
It was like it was 260 each. That's like 50 times 3.
Blaze
Like,
74.
It was like,
God damn it.
just bring COD in. Do the COD finisher.
I love it here.
I'm Blaze. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the most stressful stream of the run so far, or run of the stream. Excuse me.
I don't know. I feel like the Flan fight was pretty damn stressful.
Wait, I don't even remember the Flan fight.
Was
That was so long ago.
The tier 4 Flan fight. Were you there?
That might have been a you and Raw duo.
I think that was that was
it was
me,
wild.
Raw, and Chad, and that was wild. I think it basically came down to some girl piloting us to victory while the two of us gibbered in a corner.
We did it though.
Classic.
We did
classic Samegi.
We did it though.
Did what? The flans?
No,
we
we
pulled
won.
the flans off. No, that was a nail biter. My God.
It was
Alright.
wild. It was
I
wild.
gotta
Hey,
go watch
there you
the
go.
VOD for that at some point. That was crazy.
Okay,
That
so
was
just so you know, COD LD under Bart's effect probably is going to hit the orb, I think, when 3 targets are alive.
Wait,
So
it
I
is?
think you're...
Don't forget that.
Oh, I did the wrong button. I should hit missile. Okay.
I think it should if you get some debuffs on again. Or something.
Is a warp coming up soon? I feel like
Soon-ish, I think. Zidane took a couple turns, yeah. I haven't been counting the warp turns or anything.
Wait, the COD's LD did not hit.
There's only 2 targets alive. I
It
told
was
you, you need 3 targets.
I think I let all. Oh shit.
It's okay, you've got a summon and you can do some good damage.
Yeah, you got this, man.
I think you're fine. It's almost dead anyway.
Remember
so
that
you've
once it's below
you've got
50%,
5
then
turns
it's
plus
pretty-
summon. I think you can get through this 9% with lasers going.
Wait, the orb goes away at 50?
Yes, that's what we said. That's
Oh!
you've been,
Oh my God!
You haven't even been
Dude.
listening to us. It's like you're fucking.
Come on.
Oh my God! I'm about to quit.
Wait, the orb goes away at 50%?
You
You
didn't
don't
read-
even listen to us. We help you, and you just
You
like
didn't-
spurn our
Oh my
advice.
We
God,
both
this
said it
is
separately.
easy
It's
money.
in Excalibur's guide, which you read. It's
Oh
on the
my
boss description.
God.
It's everywhere. BC said it in like 3 of his videos. Come on, man.
Dude, this is easy money. You guys are
Jesus
crazy.
You kidding?
Everyone who bet against me is stupid as fuck. You really thought I was gonna lose 50% orb? No! It's not even close! This is so easy! I'm at 20 turns! Honestly, fuck everybody who said I was not gonna do this. 50%
For a
orb?
second.
Get out!
Bitch.
What a stupid bet. You're all stupid. Of course I'm gonna win this first try. Oh my God. I thought that I was gonna have to deal with that orb for the rest of the fight. Y'all are... Oh my God.
My face hurts so much right now. Damn you.
Yeah, this is... You
Whiplash,
guys...
the emotional whiplash from pure depression and anxiety to pure elation is
I didn't
incredible
know.
here.
Yeah, I didn't know. Now that I know that the orb goes away, it's not even close. This is easy money. Y'all all...
Alright, well,
Jesus Christ.
you've got some. There's still some things that could screw you up.
No, there's not, because the orb goes away at 50, so I'm just going to summon now. Because, I mean, I just don't care. Actually, I'll see if...
Alright, no, you're gonna need to summon. There's no way you're doing like 5% in 3 turns.
Now that Kurosame debuff is on, her LD could do 800k, couldn't it?
It maybe could. No, there's only 2 targets. You need 3 targets. It doesn't have the
Yeah, no, 3
the
targets.
Whatever.
number of dumps.
Whatever.
Alright.
So I would summon here just in case the Lamia warps on this turn, because then the orb would kill you.
You're behind.
Well, yeah, there's a stream delay for us.
Yeah, you're way
So,
behind.
Joey, try to salvage points. Don't, no, you got this. Don't summon. I love it.
I was 1 turn
Oh,
from
wow,
the top,
that-
they said.
God damn it. That would have been incredible, Joey. I really applaud the effort there.
I gotta say, we need to have more of these bets more often because I love the idea that some of chat is actively trying to like undermine it.
Saboteurs.
I really just I love it.
You guys are
Damn,
tripping.
I shouldn't have said anything. He might have clicked the LD. I shouldn't have said anything. So I'm sorry, chat. That was against my nature. I usually am
No,
trying to.
Zoe, when you watch back on the replay, you were. That's why I said you were behind. I already
I'm
decided.
that far behind?
Yeah,
Like,
I already decided to summon.
I thought I was only
summoned.
like 8 seconds behind. Oh,
No,
okay.
I summoned, and then you were like, "Oh, it's about to pop." So, you couldn't have saved it, even though you tried.
Okay.
Or not
Well,
saved it. It's the opposite of saved it. You couldn't have
I couldn't have tried to throw you over,
ruined
like screw
it.
you over.
Yeah, ruined it.
Yeah. Okay.
So the orb's gone. Everybody who said I was gonna lose, get shit on because it's
Down
over.
horrendous.
Yeah, it's literally over now. Everybody who bet against me, fuck you, and you lost all your channel points. Everybody who bet for me, congratulations on your big ass channel points. I'm gonna use this video for my Zidane saga actually.
That would have been a great time to use the Jack call just then.
I already used it.
No, the regular call just to get the extra follow-up attack. You missed out on another extra cloud follow-up attack.
That's a.
Gotta get those laser optimizations, man.
I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now with Hyoro's only at 2 stacks.
You
Smart.
don't wanna.
Good idea.
Don't wanna...
Then she'll warp.
Yeah,
and
waste your
cleanse it.
curse on a
Perfect
call.
timing.
Good plan.
The next boss turn is the HP attack. I think he's frozen. Yeah,
Yeah,
Just,
no,
he's frozen.
Arciello would have turned it off.
Zidane's
No.
coming though, so just don't push the silence off.
Wait, what?
Is that a saying, Bard? You don't hear a fat lady singing? Is that like something people say? I have never heard that before.
Wait. The HP attack is a single attack into Bart's, but the HP.
Yeah, no.
Okay, you're fine. You disabled it. You're good. Oh
No,
wait,
but he's
it
no,
about
depends
to,
if it
cleanse.
warps.
It's
Warp
gonna
is a
warp.
cleanse.
It's gonna warp
Mhm.
because it was
So
about to warp.
I don't.
It was about
I
to
don't
warp.
think it. I don't think it OKOs you, but it didn't. It happened to me before, and it didn't OKO me. But we'll see what happens. So yeah, it does cleanse Porky, but I'm pretty sure you just need to make sure that the Eye Brave isn't like gonna murder Bart's.
Just don't use curse on me yet, because when it warps, it'll cleanse, and you want to be able to reapply that Hyoro.
Definitely.
Wait, Zoe, you've never heard the phrase, it's not over until the fat lady sings?
Never.
What the this is like idiom,
You
English
guys make
idioms
me
101.
feel like an idiot for not knowing all these obscure references and sayings.
The
Okay,
fat
hold
lady
on.
singing
Just
is our
a second.
obscure reference now.
1 second, we're getting to the bottom of it.
What?
I've never been to an opera.
No, it's not about an opera. It's called "It's Not Over Till the Fat Lady Sings." You never heard that?
No.
Ever?
Never.
Uh-oh. Oh, it did 0 damage! It did 0 damage! I told you guys, everyone who bet against me, get fucking shit on. Y'all
Yeah,
suck.
because you rebroke it, right? Like, it didn't have much brave to gain.
Give Pinello a turn? No, fuck Pinello. Crawl said, now don't delete the boss. I'm gonna do what I want. Just to prove that I'm the fucking boss. And I do.
I really hope you get punished for your hubris.
No, I'm not gonna get punished. I'm gonna do whatever I want, and I'm gonna fucking smoke this boss. First try, with 2 greens and Arciella, who's made for this fight, and I'm still gonna celebrate because you guys said I couldn't do it, even with this broken-ass team. And I'm going to, so.
I'm gonna need you to vote in the poll on Twitch that I just put up.
Have you heard it's not over till the fat lady sings before? Yes, what the fuck?
Oh no, it's just
like the
me. I'm the
most-
only
I
no.
knew it.
Everyone
I saw
knows
one
that.
no vote and I knew who it was.
Yeah, everyone knows that.
Zoe, we're gonna need to record another one of those voice
Apology
notes for Raw.
videos?
Yeah, we need another apology for that.
Okay. I watched Looney Tunes, I think. Maybe I didn't catch that episode.
It's
I was a Tom and Jerry girl growing up.
in fairness, those two don't talk, so.
I
When
like
I-
Tom and Jerry. That was a
when
great
I-
cartoon.
When I BT finisher with Bart's, I have to build up the stacks again, don't I?
No. It
I
will
don't
only.
remember Shrek. I watched that like when I was a kid.
So to answer your question, Raw, if you do it while he still has the stacks, they don't go away. So if you do it on this turn or
okay.
the next turn, then you keep
I'll do
them.
it. I'll do it now. so I don't forget.
Honestly, that was kind of going to be my thought there.
Yeah, good plan. Good plan.
Yeah, everybody, I want to know, is there any way to look when we reward the viewers with their channel points? Can I look and see who the little fucking snakes in the grass were that voted against me?
I told you can tell based on like which number people have in chat. I think the 2s are against you and the 1s are for you.
Okay,
That
so
makes
fucking
sense,
everybody is against me.
We already established that.
Dress, CSDX.
You knew that. You knew what the odds were.
Bard, Porky Panko.
Something people don't talk about is how Soraya the Ranger is one of the nicest people in the DFO community, and he's with you. He believes in you.
Soraya the Ranger is a number 1. Good job, Soraya. Thank you.
Okay, this is pretty brutal. It's 22-1. Am I really the only person who didn't know that?
Yep.
Yeah, I can't
Sorry,
believe that
Zoe.
I mean, it's not over to the fat lady sings. It's like, it's just like one of the most. It's one of the most popular idioms of all time. I think.
I legitimately don't think I've ever heard someone say that.
I gotta throw the HP silence back on.
Joey 99X. I'm definitely with Raw. Trying to get him killed with this.
I can see the 2. I can see the 2 next to your name, Joey. You're not sneaky.
Boy. Joey, that was excellent.
I think I'm with him.
Oh shit! Did I push off? Oh my god! Did I push off the HP silence?
You just used this. Oh my god! Did you do it? I'm gonna be so happy if you did it.
No, I didn't. Zidane puts on one generic. Hold on. He puts on one generic. They're both on. Wait, no. Yeah, they are. They're both on. Okay.
Yeah.
So right now she's got Outlaw's Brand,
you're good.
Judgment, Attack down, Defense down, Speed down. So both of Zidane's generics plus Thief's Mark and wait, she doesn't have Capacity Break on. Wait, did I do this whole fight without Capacity Break?
Oh, you used it once, but it cleansed.
Yeah, the mannequins might have it on it, possibly.
Okay.
That's
fine.
Well, no, the mannequins have been resummoned so often.
I'm fucking capping with everything.
I mean, like,
so,
yeah, Arceala is a single
it.
dump character. It doesn't really matter. She has the odds to augment her brave damage.
Yeah, fuck it. It doesn't matter.
I mean, like, just put it on anyway, because... Actually, no. Maybe you shouldn't put it on, because I feel like that ups your chances of Zidane screwing you over.
No. You're trying to make me lose, so I'm not going to listen to anything Zoe says from this point on.
I'm not trying to make you lose.
She just built it.
I'm actually being super honest with you. I said maybe don't put it on, because that would increase your chance of pushing off the silence. You're about to kill Pinello anyways. It's going to go way back in the turn order.
You are further behind than me.
Well, yeah, I'm watching on my phone. The service is great.
That's rough, buddy.
It would have been really funny if Arceala got charmed right when she needed to put the silence on. That would have been great.
Were you just saying that you were trying to help him win, though?
Yeah, you were saying.
Well, but it didn't happen. I'm just talking about alternate realities where I was against him. But I'm for him in this one.
It would be a very funny alternate reality in which the charm was what did it.
I'm gonna let the Lamia warp, and then I'm gonna throw on the rest of my debuffs. My second Kurasame, my second Gabranth.
No,
that sounds like a plan. Maybe like try and avoid deleting the Lamia then, so you can keep her debuffs for longer.
Well, I mean, for now, I think he's playing into the
it's gonna go. Yeah, she's so.
Well, yeah, no. Now it's gonna warp. But like after it warps, then you can play like try not to delete the main boss. Yeah, you can put Kurasame and Gabranth back on. Who's your third call? I forgot.
Jack.
Wow, Jack is a terrible call for this fight.
Fuck off! I didn't know before I started the fight. You guys made me do it blind without a warm up, so I didn't know.
Made you? We've been over this, my dude.
You're playing the hits. This is like have your cake
the
and eat it too.
You're gambling on yourself. You got it's the high stakes, but the high payoff if you get it done.
What time is it? 10:15. Should I do JP report now while we're finishing up this fight, or should we?
Dave
should we focus purely on
Dave respected
getting
me.
through this.
Dave, go, bro. You got this. I bet almost 3K points on you to get to
Dave
victory.
is like,
Dave, you're about to be
about
rich.
all the people who supported you, but it's
yes.
literally just Dave.
Dave,
and
you're
like
about to
two
be
other people.
You're about to be rich, my friend, because I'm doing this. I am going to deliver. Look at look where we're at right now.
I believe in you. I bet against you, but I do believe in you.
Wait, Bart, you used your own channel points to bet against your own co-host.
Like 10
Is that what I
for
just
funsies.
heard? Is that what I just heard?
Ooh, Bart, can you type in the chat to confirm us?
Type in the chat.
Snake?
Oh yeah, no, it's been there the whole time.
Bart voted against me. Oh my fuck.
Here's the
All right,
thing.
Zoe, can you carry the show? Can we carry the show if I were to ignore Bl'Art for the rest of the show? Is that fine?
I mean, I always carry the show, so this is no sweat off my
God,
back.
I'm sick. Oh my god. Are we almost done here? Because I've been disrespected for a fucking hour and a half at this point, and I'm honestly
Okay, let me talk about JP. Fuck, please.
Okay.
I did a fight. Okay. So the little update for our JP corner, we have gotten Kryle's Force Weapon. She is the second character to get one. It's pretty cute. She and Realm are the partners, and Realm sketches Ramu's staff Kryle to use. It's a very fun animation. I liked it a lot. I pulled for Kryle. I MLB'd her, so I am the 1% in JP right now. I have 2 MLB'd Force Weapons, so I am sitting pretty. But I actually didn't use Kryle in the Shinryu for her Intertwined Wills, so that's because I was too lazy to do her summon board. So I used Kain, Realm, and Edge. Edge is incredible. Realm is really good for giving free turns to Kain for his spikes and batterying him. And Kain does all the damage, so it went pretty well. The story Shinryu took me about, I want to say 12 tries to beat. That one was like quite tricky to manage the HP poison while also keeping your damage going. But so I ended up having to use Panello to just dance a ton of times for free damage. But the Kryle one wasn't so bad. The main mechanic was that I ignored them because Edge could dodge pretty much everything they threw at me, and the boss got tankier as the force meter went up, but it wasn't too bad. So we've got Braska coming up in about 4 hours. He's going to get his character trailer, and then we'll get like the real showcase later in the day tomorrow. So are you guys hyped for Braska? I really don't give a shit about him. I don't think I'm going to pull him, but some people are excited. 10 fans. It's a little bit of a weird choice before Riku, but I guess they're saving her, or she's never come in.
Braska's fucking awesome. I have to pee. I'll be honest with you guys. So.
Oh my god, you're so close.
Yeah, I know. I can't do it. I gotta. Cross just. You guys read what Cross just said. I don't watch Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know. He just roasted me somehow.
Oh, I told him I was gonna watch Yu-Gi-Oh, and then I didn't do it.
Jesus Christ, you kids. Basically, Cross is comparing us to Yugi and Atem's the Pharaoh, right, Cross? I'm pretty sure that's the Pharaoh character who lives the Millennium Puzzle. Jesus. Yeah, basically saying that Raw is Yugi and we are the Pharaoh character who takes over Yugi and turns him into the king of games in the show.
Oh, okay. I always thought it was weird that Yugi had like this old man inside of him.
Oh, no, from what I can tell of the anime, he's not an old man. He's just a much edgier version of Yugi, and I don't mean like edgy, like teenage angst or whatever. I mean like literally they draw him in a pointier fashion.
they draw him sharper. Yes, I like it.
So I think that's a pretty fitting comparison.
I will say the abridged version of Saito Kaiba, those memes are pretty great. So that's my Yu-Gi-Oh exposure personally.
The abridged shows that's pretty great stuff. Yeah, Braska. The thing with Braska that bugs me is the perfect force pairing for Braska, if you ask me, would have been Bart's dad Dorgan, who they haven't introduced to the game. So I'm like, well, now what are they going to do? Because they're basically the same. They're a dad who defeated the great evil in the previous generation, and now the new generation has to step up and defeat that evil again permanently for real this time. And that would have been a great connection, but they didn't. They still haven't bring Dorgan into DFFOO, cowards. Do it.
What are his skills? Let me check what the skills are, because we have all the names for his skills actually.
You guys talking about Braska?
We are talking about Braska, or however you say it. So his skills are going to be Kiraga, Ultima, EX is ultimate Jekt shot. LD is Jekt bomber. Does he like? I guess Jekt is just gonna do his attacks for him. That's weird.
Well, Jekt is his guardian and his has the.
Oh yeah, I guess Jekt is Braska's Tidus. That kind of makes sense because Tidus and Yuna do have the combos.
Wait,
in the Tidus burst effect.
When's the last time the Lamia warped?
I don't
hasn't
remember.
happened. Wait.
Has it happened? Someone who voted for me to win, please let me know. I'm only gonna believe it if you have a 1 next to your name. Has the Lamia warped? Because I don't want to. I don't think it's warped yet, unless it used its. Did it use its?
Caden says it's turn 7 before it's warped, so don't use your calls. Use them after it warps.
He doesn't have a 1 next to his name. I don't believe him.
Shit.
Dawn of the Wait.
Well, he doesn't have a 2 either. He's a neutral observer.
Caden says it's turn 7.
You didn't vote for me to win. You don't have a 1 next to your name.
No, he just might not have bet points. He might have just voted for you. I believe in him.
Okay. Wait.
But yeah, Braska's partner is Amita.
All right.
I'm explaining Braska.
All right, keep going.
Thank you. Got Mean Girls there for a second. Braska's partner is Amita Tellian because they are both summoners, and I think they both do something with Bahamut or Ultima. And it's like, because Amita Tellian has a Yukish Ultima as a skill, so kind of makes sense to me.
Wait, Braska's force weapon is Amita Tellian?
Yeah, that's his partner.
We were talking about that at the start of the show, and we
is that confirmed, or is that just...
Is that confirmed?
Oh, yeah, that's confirmed. The data is found.
What?
What do you know? That's not who I would have expected.
I said Jekt.
That's too obvious. They're not going to do... same game partners would be so boring.
They do things where there's a connection, but it's not necessarily an immediate connection where you'd think, oh, these are the two you'd pair together.
Yeah.
What's the connection? What's the connection?
They're both... I just said...
The connection is I haven't played either of their games.
You have to work on your listening skills. You never listen to what me and Bl'Art say.
I still don't know what it is. What's the connection?
They both summon. They both have Ultima, and they...
Oh, God. They summon? Okay. There's
well,
12 people who summon in the game. 14.
And okay, spoilers. Spoiler alert. Just like mute for a second. Amita Tellian is the partner, Joey. They're both martyrs. They both die to protect, to complete a ritual.
Amita Tellian dies in the game?
That's what I've been told.
What?
Yeah, they both use Bahamut Soraya. That's why
you didn't watch the Lost Chapter cutscenes, did you?
Wait, Amita Tellian dies in their game?
Now we're back to depression.
Are you serious?
It's right there in the Lost
Chapter.
It's
in DFFOO. I'm not spoiling anything that the game we all play hasn't already spoiled for you.
I don't watch.
Yeah, probably not for Amy. Amy's a true pal.
I'm gonna chug this for Amy. Is that confirmed? Like, do people play that game? Like, they actually.
Yeah, people play that game. People play DFFOO. I like the story. I watched the Lost Chapter, and
I'm gonna chug this for Amy.
Maggie is here to say that a certain upcoming BT Plus character murders Amy. So
yo, hold the fuck up. Jagron fucking kills Amita Tellian? And you're gonna pull for him? This is for Amy. Fuck that, dude. Everyone who pulls for Jurgen is a bitch. Fuck you if you pull for Jurgen.
I don't know.
That is so fucked up. You guys are gonna pull for fucking Jurgen. This is bullshit.
When I learned Amita Tellian was the Force partner, this wasn't the reaction I expected, and I'm so glad I'm here for it.
I've never played the game, but I've loved Amita Tellian ever since their EX, because they were the first turn deleter. I love Amita Tellian. It's a robot, and it's a
golem.
Jurgen kills it.
Jagron kills them. Yeah, it's bad.
This is fucked up, dude. I'm ending stream. This is fucked.
No, you're so close.
No, this is fucked. You guys are gonna pull for bitch-ass Jurgen.
Hitting you so hard. You don't give a shit about crystal bears.
I don't, but I love Amita Tellian, and now you're just breaking it to me live on stream.
I have some bad news for you about the Type 0 cast, bro.
I played Type 0. I know they all die.
Yeah, Amy does have a very good VA, and I like the animations. It's pretty funny that they do like the full lean back, but the animations are cool.
All right.
Wow, this stream has gone many places tonight.
Wow, I am honestly fucking hurt right now. Pay out the people who fucking bet on me, because I won this goddamn fight first try. Everybody who hated on me, enjoy the poverty. Pay it out. Pay it out.
This is a case where I win either way, because I'm
happy that you proved the doubters wrong.
Pay him out, man. Pay him out. I'm the champ. I'm the fucking king.
Oh, did the Lamia warp already? Did I miss that?
Yeah, it worked.
Yep, no, it was...
I guess I missed that. I haven't been paying much attention. I've been reeling over your reaction to Amy's
You guys
supposed...
know I like a mid-Italian. I've used a mid-Italian.
No, I know you do. It's just like, that was a very intense reaction. You were going through grief.
No, I have loved a mid-Italian. I've never played the fucking game. A mid-Italian is so sweet and awesome, and I've used the call. A mid-Italian call. I mean, if you're a...
Yeah.
If you've been playing for a year or more, you've been using
a party for Pandemonium. Amy was quite good, honestly.
Yeah, and you guys just drop it on me in the middle of stream when I'm trying to win a fight that this next fucking bullshit BT character, who no one knows, kills a mid-Italian in their game?
Yo, you just got Embrave down on the mannequins. This is dope.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, this is... Embrave, this is Belial strats. Y'all didn't realize that's what I was doing. But
you didn't realize you were getting pro strats, too, when you came to the live places.
Yep, this was a strat the whole time.
This is usually the opposite of pro strats. This is impressive stuff.
I didn't even break with that.
I'm very much here for it.
Deleted Penny, you die. Wait, what?
I think he dies. Isn't Penny silenced?
What are you talking about? Penella's silenced, dude.
Yeah, I think he missed the HP silence there.
Yep, he's good. That Bart's burst effect. This is one of the first times I've ever seen Bart's actually come close to running out his BT effect stuff.
So why you guys keep saying I'm gonna die? She's HP silenced, and her Embrave is 0. Okay.
Zuzu.
It could be. Well, the thing is, I don't see Caden's number there, so he could be playing both sides. We don't know.
A true double agent.
Use that Jack base call. Why haven't you used that Jack base call yet?
Blurt is so upset about the
ninja
slice.
What does it do?
It just gives you some free damage for free.
I don't want free damage. I do more damage on my regular turns.
Fine, Jesus.
Or I'll kill the ads and have them come back. You get a treat. Nah, I'm gonna finish this fucking Lamia.
I think you're gonna get it in like 4 turns. That's my guess. You're almost out of Cellar Circles.
Jesus. Burn it.
Zidane, once again, the people's champion, undefeated.
Here, this is for Bl'Art.
Oh, thank God. Well, the burst effect is still up. That's all I needed.
That's for Bl'Art. That's for Bl'Art.
So Bl'Art can go to bed at ease. This would have kept him up all night.
I needed that.
All right, pay it out. Pay him out.
So Raw, I feel like I'm gonna have to skip the next stream. Everybody thinks I carried you. I don't really think I was that helpful tonight. I said like 2 things.
Carried me. You fucking tried to make me lose.
I did. Well, now I'm gonna say I did carry you because I was very nice to you tonight. I didn't ever try to make you lose.
I have to kill the other things too?
Yeah.
I was just sitting here waiting.
I was waiting too. I didn't want to tell him.
Are you shitting me?
God bless.
What's the turn count? Oh, fuck. Okay.
5.
Okay.
You're
all
fine.
Right. All right. Okay.
It would have been really funny if you didn't make turns on the odds that happened to BC earlier for his
That's
TC
super
challenge.
fucking annoying, though. It's the same thing with the helicopter. I killed the helicopter, and
They warp.
Yeah, like they don't. I get why they do it. Like it makes the fight a bit harder and adds to it technically, but it just feels like it. What's the word? It's anticlimactic.
I don't know. The odds are so disposable in this fight. I really don't think they had to stick around.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm not saying they had to. I'm saying I get why you.
Yeah, no, I understand why they did.
It's just why? Come on, we didn't.
Can somebody else point me out to another run that Embrave zeroed the Embrave cheese the fucking ads? Tell me another run that Embrave cheese the ads, and I will fucking.
That was pretty brilliant. I'm not gonna lie. I
Embrave cheese the ads. Okay.
Totally planned. That's exactly what you thought when you pulled up Gabrant on this team. Embrave down.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, unless you keep
right?
deleting her, it doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, you're good. They don't warp. You are A-okay.
Game over.
Well,
Pay the people.
I'm down 10 channel
Pay
points.
the people.
Gosh dang.
Pay the people. Pay the people.
The people's champion right here. I'll say it.
First try. Damn.
So yeah.
Look at that. You didn't even need a dry run. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, all in one go. I think Indo, Dave, and who was the third? There was a third person who believed in you.
Soraya.
Soraya, you guys are up tremendous from this. Well done.
Pay the people.
Indo was on the Indo was on the Raw Life team as well.
That's what I was saying.
The people. Pay them. Pay the people.
And Samegi is correct. We did get a final appearance from Overhead Guy. Zidane Overhead did fall off right at the end of the fight.
Did it?
A beautiful bookend to what has been a thrilling stream.
Oh, that's perfect. I didn't know that it fell off. I literally didn't know. That's what makes it so good. I never know when the overheads fall off.
Overhead Guy.
That's really funny.
That's what it is.
Oh, we got to go back and get a screenshot of Zidane with the overhead gone. That's perfect. All right, everybody enjoy your points.
26%, no, 74%. Beautiful.
All right. God almighty, it's late. Next week, we'll have a crazy stream because the day
we'll
before
have a
our
spec stream after.
No, before.
Oh, before, you're right. Yeah, and we will also have Garnet and Boss Rush.
Yeah, so we'll have a wild stream next week, Monday, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will be the day after the Squeck stream. Something's coming. I hate to tell y'all, but Squeck streams don't happen on Sundays, and it's happening on Sunday this time. So we'll have some information for sure to talk about. Bl'Art, any last thoughts?
Dave making the big stacks, 11K channel points.
Dave, that's what you get.
Chug a beer.
That's what you get for trusting in me.
We might be now that you've limited the chug of beers. We might need more options for points because people are starting to rack them up.
Yeah, I shut it down to
once a stream. Oh, we do have Set Raw's friend unit, so there's still stuff. And ask host a question. Okay, never mind. We got some.
So this is what I was saying. Sometimes you got to bet on yourself, and sometimes you got to play the odds, and you win big.
No, Drez.
Sometimes.
Drez, the Squeck stream is on Sunday. The in 6 days, and then we stream on Monday. So we'll be streaming the day after Squeck stream. Bl'Art, I threw it to you already, and you threw it back to me. Any final details? Any final thoughts?
Wait, was that for me or was that for Bl'Art?
He ignored me again. So
what? I just said you got to bet on yourself. Okay, fine. Jesus Christ, Zoe.
Dude, Raw doesn't. I told you, Raw doesn't listen to us. We have to
I throw it to you
I
guys.
don't know. There needs to be some more of a back and forth, like a mutual respect thing. I feel like you're thinking you're the main character here. I don't agree with that.
Yeah, I have main character.
Earlier, Raw was saying, hey, Zoe, can we carry the stream if I don't listen to Bl'Art? But you can clearly see that this has been happening since day one to begin with. So this is nothing new.
I guess we all think we carry the stream in our own minds. Delusion works for me if it works, guys.
Only one of us actually.
I know for a fact. Samegi is the reason that this stream is able to work.
Yeah, that's the true answer right there.
Technically,
okay.
But, personality-wise and fucking skills, look at the screen. First try.
60 turns.
Zoe. Oh shit, 61 turns. Yikes. Zoe, let me know. What you got? I
don't know. What do I have? I'm gonna try and do the Braska Shinryu with no force weapon because I've done the first 2 with force weapons, so I'm gonna see how that goes. It's exciting, I guess.
You should start streaming JP every now and then on
I
Live
could
channel.
try, yeah. I guess I
cool.
can try. Let me see. Braska should be like tomorrow night. Yeah, I could try that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Do it after Historia Crux, which will also be tomorrow. Check that out.
Oh yeah, Historia Crux, Cross 13, Tuesday nights on YouTube. Check out Historia Crux, friend of the show.
Drez, they like specifically noted that the stream is going to be earlier than usual.
Yeah, it's like a special. It's like a special.
I thought it was this weekend. Weird. Maybe it's.
Oh, it's
Joey's saying it's the 21st.
More clickbait for the people.
Wow,
we just clickbait. We
just want to misinform the masses.
Well, you know, it'll work for us, so they'll be confused as to why there's no stream, but we will know in our hearts. All right, you guys, we appreciate it. We'll see you next Monday. I'm the best DFO player of all time. Tell everybody. See ya.
Adios.
Bye, everybody.
All right, I rated Crispy. He's doing
Crispy, nice.
Crispy's doing
Yeah,
Pokemon
Crispy's
Sword
good.
Shield.
Nope.
Cool.